Hey everybody, it's Haley. Today we are making a molten chocolate lava cake. These are super popular because they're pretty easy to make, but they look so fancy and very rich. It's like a chocolate cake and then the inside is lava, chocolate lava, and it's so delicious. But it looks really fancy, and this would actually be a really cute dessert to make for Valentine's, very romantic. This is gonna make two, one for you, one for somebody else, or two for yourself if you need them. Anyway, let's get started. So the first thing you wanna do is choose your pan. You can use ramekins to make these. Let me show you. This is a ramekin. You can also find these in bigger sizes or smaller sizes, or you could make this in a muffin tin if that's all you have. I'm going to make this in a gigantic muffin tin because I felt like this was the perfect size. All right, so first things first, you're gonna wanna butter your ramekin or your muffin pan. You're gonna need a pretty good thick coating of this butter, so make sure you get it all around. We do not want these to stick because if they stick and they like break, then all your lava is just gonna pour out. Then we're going to flour the sides and all around, and I'm going to use cocoa powder, but you can use flour. But keep in mind, if you use flour, if it gets on a little too thickly, then once you bake them, you'll be able to see like the white flour on the outside of the chocolate cake. So cocoa powder is a little bit safer to go. Just put a teeny bit in there. You're gonna shake this around. Okay, mine are evenly coated, and then I'm gonna dump out the extra so we don't get clumps on the outside. Now to start making the delicious chocolate cake. And over here I've got 3 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, and I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of butter, and we're gonna melt this. I'm melting this using the double broiler method, which is where you fill a pot with a little water and you place a heatproof bowl over it. But you can also melt this in the microwave by heating it up for 30 seconds at a time and stirring in between, whatever works for you. I personally like this way better. And also, you can make this with bittersweet chocolate or semi-sweet chocolate. Just depends on if you want a darker flavor or a sweeter flavor. Okay, the chocolate is all melted. So in a separate bowl, I'm gonna add 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Also add an 1/8 teaspoon of salt here if you did unsalted butter. You're gonna wanna beat this for a few minutes until your eggs get very airy and light in color. And this is important to not skip this step because there's actually no other leavening in it, like baking powder, like you would normally have in a cake. But eggs can actually help leaven things as well, so we have to whip the air into them. Look at how perfect and thick this egg mixture is. Then we're going to add in the chocolate. I'm trying to add it in gradually since it's hot and I don't want to cook the eggs. Lastly, we're gonna add in a tablespoon of flour. And I'm gonna pour this into my muffin tin. Then you're gonna preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake these for 6 to 8 minutes, but since mine are bigger, probably do 8 to 10. And you just want them to get a crust and be baked on the outside, but they'll still be gooey on the inside. Okay, these are straight out of the oven, and I'm going to run a little spatula very carefully around the edges, just to make sure nothing's stuck. We're going to carefully unmold them by placing a plate on top. This part would actually be easier if you used ramekins instead of a giant muffin pan, but we'll just see how this goes. Oh my gosh. And this is where I show you my fail. I cut into the cake and I had baked it all the way through. I was shocked. So I remade it the next day, and this one turned out very underbaked. You can see it was super liquidy when I took it out because it broke. But it still looks good, very chocolatey and super lava-y. Anyway, I made it again, and this one actually held its shape. It was cooked on the outside, and it was super lava-y and gooey and chocolatey on the inside. Okay, you guys, so I don't know. This may have not been as easy as I thought it would be. It is super fast to make. Like batter, easy, baking, under 10 minutes. But it's all about how you test it. I looked up a video, and so to tell that your lava cakes are done, you want to poke them on the edge, and if they come out clean on the edge, that means they've cooked enough around the edge. But then you want to poke them in the middle, and if they come out like gooey and like, you know, in the middle, then you'll still have your lava. So that's how you want them to be. I can't bake it right. And I keep having to remake this because I'm making such a small batch. Otherwise I would have extra batter to work with. This one I think turned out the best. Probably because I made it smaller. Anyway, let's try it. This one is slightly gooey. If you bake these right, the chocolate flavor is so good. It's so rich. It's delicious. You've got a nice cakiness on the outside and then this like lava on the inside. Hopefully some inspiration to you in case you're having trouble making this, because I am, and I've baked a lot of things. Like, I thought this was gonna be so easy. If you're having trouble though, never fear. Don't give up and make some extra batter, and don't bake them all at once because you might need to remake them. Here's the important thing, it tastes good no matter how overcooked or undercooked you make it. You know, it's more about the way it looks. Just try to test it the right way. This is very sad, guys, but I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I wish you all good luck if you try to make this. This is, just by the way, it's not a problem with the recipe. This is the original recipe from like the original person who invented it, and this is the one that everybody uses. It's kind of a personal problem with my, I still can't figure out how to use my oven, honestly, because it's a new oven. So we're testing things. Sometimes we have fails. Well, thank you so much for baking with me today. I will see you next time in a hopefully successful video. And I'm going to be posting lots of Valentine's and romantic desserts. So stay tuned. And also a few football recipes for you football fans. Anyway, see you next time. Bye. Why am I even wearing this shirt? Shirt by Samuel Scantrino.